One of the best things I've done for my business as an infopreneur is to start and not give up on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel helps bring in an audience that's interested in my products and services, and it helps nurture my community. Because I travel a lot, I have quite a few tools that I use to help run my YouTube channel while I'm on the road that I wouldn't need if I was just YouTubing from home all the time. Hi, my name is Rashida Dow, and on this channel I talk about how to make money online. However, I have another channel, and on that channel, I've been posting for about 4 years. I post pretty regularly and I monetize there. So I'm going to talk to you pretty much about the tools I've been using over the past 4 years to make content on that other channel. First things first, there's only one thing you actually need to run a YouTube channel, whether you're home or whether you're away, and that's a phone. I've been using basically my phone for, I would say, at least 3.5 of the last 4 years. The only thing I used, and I'm making money. I started with my phone. I used my phone for a long time, and I didn't upgrade to something else besides my phone until I started making money from my YouTube channel. And now I take some of the money that I make from YouTube and I invest it in other things for my YouTube channel to make it better. So let's talk about some of the things I've invested in. Okay, the one thing that people really care about in YouTube videos is sound. Your picture can be a little blurry. You know, your background might not be right, might not be perfect. You might look a mess. Nobody cares. It's the sound that people care about. And so when I was traveling, I started traveling with a corded microphone, but because I'm kind of hard on things, the cord on the microphone got a little wonky and people couldn't really hear me correctly. I would use it to live stream, and my audience, they roasted me. My audience roasted me about that microphone. So I upgraded to this Digi microphone. I'll link to it below. I'm wearing it now. You can see the little green dot here. There's a microphone here. I've got a receiver attached to my phone, which I'm using to record, different phone. This is what the inside of the box looks like. There's the microphone. There's a lightning port, a lightning doohickey, and a USB-C doohickey. So I use this to plug the receiver into my computer, and I use the lightning to plug it into my iPhone. And it has 2 microphones, so I can wear one and have somebody else wear the other. So if I want to do an interview on the road, I can do that. While I'm home, I use a Blue Yeti mic parked on my desk. It's a big one. I really like it. It works really well, but it's more than I want to travel with, so I don't use that while I'm traveling. But I will link it below in case you want to see that. My next product up is also from DJI. It is the Osmo Pocket 2. This little thing is a video camera recorder. It does video, it does time lapse, it does everything your phone can do. But I like to throw this in my purse. It takes great 4K video. It has a stabilizer. It's made by the same company that makes those drones, so it's good. It's got good stabilization. It stabilizes here, and so I can walk and make vlogs and do kind of like, out and about touristy things and create content, all while carrying this little camera. It's got a great microphone. It also has additional microphones and other, it's hard to see because this is black on black, but I've got a whole package of extra tools. You don't need all this. I had this for years before I got any of the extra tools that go with it. But this is great for making content on the road. I love it. It's probably my favorite thing that I've gotten for this channel. I make a lot more content out and about while traveling. That's less, talking head to the camera and more, this is me experiencing this thing. I do a lot more of that now that I have it. But you don't need it because your phone does all that stuff. It'll be a little less stable, but when you're starting out, you don't really need stable video. You need to make sure your YouTube channel is getting traction before you spend money on equipment, and these things all cost. These are, I think, of the tools we're going to talk about today, these 2 are the most expensive, the microphone and the camera. but they're also my favorite. The microphone made the biggest difference, and the camera is the one that I like the most. Are you a YouTuber? Do you make videos while traveling? Let me know what your favorite product for making videos while traveling is. Hit me up in the comments and let me know. Next up, you need a tripod. You need a tripod to stabilize your camera. Stabilizing your camera is what you need in order to create good video. I'm using my tripod right now. My tripod is actually a selfie stick. I'll link to it in the bottom so you can see. It's a selfie stick and it extends. It's great to have a selfie stick tripod, all in one for me. I'm not a tall, so a lot of times I use this to go over people's heads in crowds. So if there's like a crowd around, I can see and get content. I could hold this up, which I do sometimes. But having the selfie stick on my phone is really convenient because it stretches a little longer. This is a great thing for really crowded locations, having that selfie stick and tripod all in one. I also travel with this small stand. This is great if I'm going somewhere where I can't fit my selfie stick in my purse, or I don't want to carry it. This doesn't always fit in my purse, but it fits in my like a carry-on bag, so I always have it on planes with me. I can watch content on here. Because if you're making YouTube videos, you're probably watching YouTube videos as well. This is great for watching. I just set my phone on it. I can also set my phone on it to record. So if I'm going live on something like Instagram, I'm more likely to use this and set the phone up the tall way, right? And then talking to this. So I use it sometimes if I'm going, I don't usually go live from my phone to YouTube, but if I'm doing that, sometimes I'll use that as well. If I'm not using the full computer setup, it's kind of like a easier, quicker way to do it than doing the full phone setup or the selfie stick. Because my selfie stick sometimes, my selfie stick tripod requires a more stable foundation than this does, right? If it's like tilted at an angle, the selfie stick cares more than this little camera. I don't know what to call it, the camera footer thingy, the phone holder. I edit all of my content in iMovie on my MacBook, but there are a ton of editing software out there that you can choose from. Editing software should be something that you're comfortable using and is worth the price of what you're doing with it, right? Like you don't want to invest thousands of dollars in editing software and then edit one video and say, nah, this ain't for me, right? So I use what came on the MacBook. I know how to use it. I know the basics of it. I can use it. Editing is probably my least favorite thing. I'd like another program, but I love to use, but I don't know if I'm ever going to love an editing software. If you have editing software that you love, tell me what it is in the comments. I want to hear. All right. I carry this USB hub with me. It plugs with the USB-C, plugs into my MacBook. I went live earlier today and I used my camera. I use an app called Camo to use the camera on my phone, which is better than the camera on my computer, when I'm live streaming. I can use that camera instead of my computer camera through this app called Camo. I'm sure there's other ways to do it. That's how I do it. So my phone is plugged in through the cord into my computer. I plugged this in, because I have two USB-C ports. I plugged this in to the computer as well, and then plugged the receiver for the microphone into this, right? That sounds complicated. It's not. It's just how do you get all the things you need to plug into your computer for whatever you're doing at the moment, plugged in. This USB port, this hub helps. It's not just USB. You can plug in, there's an HDMI thingy. You can put power into this so that you're powering your computers in case you can't power while you're plugged in case you don't have a port available for it. I also use it for this mini disc is what is used in the Digi. So I use this mini disc, this micro SD. I use it to download videos, download content from the DJI Osmo Pocket 2. I use this to get it off of there. And then when I'm getting it off of there, I record it, I download it onto my external hard drive so that my computer doesn't get too full of video. Your computer can fill up quite quickly When you start making a lot of videos, you will see that your drives will fill up really quickly. This is a 5 terabyte LaCie. It's their rugged one, so if you drop it, it's supposed to be okay. I've dropped one before and it wasn't okay, but this is still the one that I prefer over all the rest. I said it's 5 terabytes. Is that what I said? It is. It's almost full, so I need to get another one. I think I'm gonna get a larger one. I think they have a 10 terabyte one. I think, so I'm gonna get that one. I have been places before where I had, without this, where I had content on my camera that I wanted to get off, but my computer was full. And so I couldn't download it to clear space to create new content. So having this gives me a way to, and my cloud was full as well, gives me a place to save things while I'm moving. And I don't have to record everything I download to my computer. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to, when I get done with this, I record this, I'm going to AirDrop it from my phone to my computer. I'm going to edit it in iMovie. I'm going to upload it to YouTube. When I'm done with that, I'm going to get it off my computer immediately by moving it to the drive so that I don't keep things on my computer, on the hard drive on my computer, but I don't need. My cloud is full. I've got no more room on the cloud. I've got no more room anywhere. This is what I use to save everything. This LaCie drive. But this is a tech/online option. I use StreamYard to get my guests on. So if I have two people, if there are two of us on camera, I'm using an app called StreamYard, but they is like a streaming app. So they, I'll send my guests a link. They click on. There's two of us there. We're talking. There can be more people, more than two, up to 10 maybe, or that's a different program. I don't know, a lot of us. There can be a lot of us on StreamYard. And that's also how I can pin comments to the screen because you can't do that natively in YouTube. All right, so I use that. I like it. StreamYard, I think, pretty sure, yes, StreamYard is listed in the Traveling Infopreneurs Toolkit that I'm going to list below. And those are most of my tech solutions. So what are the apps and the products that I use to run my business? Not like the physical products, but like what are the programs and apps that I use to run my business? Those are going to be listed. That they are in that toolkit, and that toolkit is going to be listed in the description below. So you'll see that. Grab it if you're a traveling infopreneur. If you make money online, there's going to be a tool in there that can help you. Last on my list, I use a ring light at home. I use a really big, hefty ring light. I have found like the bigger and more powerful the ring light is, the better. That sounds kind of basic, but that also means that I can't really travel with them. The ones that I've found that are small enough to travel comfortably with, which what that means for me is I'm carrying all of these things in my carry-on bag. I'm not checking this equipment. I'm carrying these, and I'm not even carrying them like in my roller check bag. I carry them in my tote bag. So my bag gets kind of heavy. It doesn't have to. Like I said, I'm carrying things you don't need. You don't need more than your phone. But if you want extra things, these are extra things that I'm mentioning that I really, really like. So I don't want to carry a ring light because a big ring light, which I could fit in my suitcase because it might break in my suitcase. And I don't want to carry a small ring light that could fit in my wheelie bag, my wheelie carry-on, or my tote bag. Because I find that those smaller ones don't really tend to be powerful enough to really get the job done. So instead, I look for natural light solutions, or sometimes because I have two phones, maybe I'll use the flash from one, use the flashlight from one as like a light when I'm filming with the other. I just don't find carrying ring lights to be a good solution for me. If you have a ring light that you love and is super portable and super powerful, drop that in the comments too, because I'd love to know about it. I've linked all the tools I really love below in the description. If you like any of them, go grab them. They're probably all going to be Amazon links, which means I will get a little smidge of a commission at no cost to you. The price of it won't change if you click on these links, but Amazon will put like 13 cents in my pocket. So, click through, grab them up, and I hope you found this video helpful. Like I said though, hey, don't buy anything until it's something you need. All of these things were things I needed when I got them. The microphone, I tell you, they roast. Oh! I didn't buy anything until it was something that I actually needed. This microphone, I tell you, they were roasting me when I had the small corded mic. My audience all day would be like, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. What's wrong with your microphone? You need a new microphone. Y'all did that. And so this was at least a couple $100, but I invested in it and I haven't heard any complaints since. I will say, if you're live streaming for hours at a time and you need to take a little bio break in the middle of your live stream, you should take off your microphone before you go to the bathroom. It's a hint from me to you. In case you forget that you're wearing it, don't do that. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications below if this kind of thing is interesting to you and you want to figure out how you can make more money online. See you next time. Bye.